In the land of free to play, one thing beat spending, and this is strategy. This is something that I noticed from the early days playing Heroes of History Epic Empire, and this is building a good strategy can actually help you beat more hard opponents. It can apply for the arena, it can apply for the campaigning, basically everywhere where you have to fight against some other players or the teams where they're extremely hard. You just don't need to spend big to win. The smartest player master mechanics, master positioning, master synergy, especially when team power is capped. Choosing the right heroes for the right moments can outperform awakened 5-star heroes. This is where free-to-play players basically shines, and this is brain over wallet. And this is something that I really like in Heroes of History Epic Empire. Is not that much depending over how much things you can actually spend. I'm going to share with you my path and maybe a couple things that I really noticed. Right now for me is extremely important to actually have a heroes like that is for specific situation, and I'm going to share with you some of the heroes that I really like to have and I still don't have. And this is, for example, Menace. Menace is a hero that I still don't have. Is from the Egypt event with Cleopatra and Ramses, and believe me, there is no not powerful hero there. You have Cleopatra with the mind control, you have Ramses with the crazy buffs, and you have Menace. So yeah, if there is a Egypt event, maybe I suggest just focus more over this event to get some good positioning. Of course, there is a heroes that don't actually bring me a lot of work from this type of events right now, and this is, for example, Leif Erikson. Is having some ability, curses chosen enemy units, negating position effect they have, reducing their defense and all others to attack them. I don't think this is something game changing, to be honest, but Menace, for example, is a game changing hero. The SWOT this bad boy is having is crazy. So you see it basically, this hero, by listening the community and speaking with other players, which is way more further from me in this game, Menace can outperform very high level 5-star heroes. And this is mostly because of the SWO. I mean, there is a game mechanics: defense down, attack up, defense down, attack up, attack down, and all these things, which, if you know the mechanics, if you know the execution time, maybe for this hero I can actually point the regular charge is 12.5 seconds. This is also part from the mechanics you have to look closely. And I'm going to give you one very interesting example, and this is, for example, for Queen Syndio. If you watch my previous video, you're going to have some idea what I mean by that. But this hero is having ability charge 16 seconds, is removing is giving crow control immunity for 4 seconds. In same time you have Cleopatra, which is 16.7 seconds, so she's going to fire up after Queen Syndio, and she's going to actually give she's going to try to make do a mind control, but it's not going to happen because your unit is going to have this crown immunity and stuff like this, all these small things. And you see how one epic hero is actually countering a legendary hero. Now I can also say same for the Medusa. Basically Queen Syndio also counter Medusa. So you can make different tactics. I'm trying to provide some value in my videos where I'm sharing something that I notice or stuffs in the game that actually make me big impression, and maybe some of the things you may actually know, maybe some of the things you may not you may know. But for example, Hassan with his taunts, very nice one, especially for big clusters of troops, in the stages, in the campaigning. You're definitely going to need one strong defender. When I noticed that, I start investing heavily in my Otto. Otto was one of the heroes that I actually level up the first, and I keep him with the Louis XIV. I keep these two bad boys together just because Louis is giving shield and defense buff, and Otto is getting a shield which is like, you know, 654% of his base damage. Of course, this spell is leveled up. Normally, you're going to be WoW when you get the hero. Also, 20% of base damage to the shield into friendly units within the WoW's HP. Prioritize heroes and taunt all of the enemies. So you have one hero that is going to get all the clusters, and you have one hero that is going to boost the defense of this hero that is going to taunt everything. And having like two AoE damage dealers is going to, you know, destroy these clusters, and especially if your AoE heroes is actually countering or counter element for the enemy troops. It's just going to make the things way more easy. I really like some other hero like Edison. Regular charge 6.2, initial charge 1.6. This bad boy is jumping like a crazy. I'm not gonna lie, I really like this hero. Most likely in the Tesla Storm you're going to need this hero in the hard stages, just to mention. So I start investing in him also. The damage he is doing: explosion deals 157% damage in the range of 2 Edison, then get 52% attack speed for the rest of the wave. So you see, some of the heroes may have specific plays, and if you want to be smart free-to-play player and build a very good strategy, first thing, you have to be active and consistent in your gameplay, so you can actually get all the rewards the game is giving you, all the antimatter, all the summons, all the resources. This is the first thing, so you can actually build your roster, and from there just have the knowledge, or maybe speak with other players, maybe watch my videos, just as a second opinion for you, and know which heroes to level up. Sometimes you're going to face, for example, a WoW very strong enemy team, and you may end up have to level up a hero that is level 1, but this hero is going to be game changing and is going to help you to go further in the campaigning. I don't know, you guys, if you notice, but sometimes there is some extremely hard campaigning. Right now I'm speaking about the campaigning, but actually it's applied for everywhere. Sometimes it's very hard campaigning. The moment you pass this campaigning, the next 5, 6, 7 campaignings is basically on auto. You don't even need to think about that. Also, I go in the manual control when I go in the fight. Now, sometimes this thing can be bad from this point of you're losing a lot if you go manually. You cannot execute immediately the spell, and especially when the spell is boosting some attack speed, attack damage, or reducing the damage of the enemy. You know, you're going to lose, but sometimes you have to go manually and execute the right spell at the right time. This is just going to help you by a lot in your progression. This is the way I'm doing that. When I see extremely hard stage, I go manually, I pass the stage, I continue going further. After this, I may actually come back and do the stage, especially if it's the last stage and there is some materials that I actually need for leveling the buildings in my castle or for the researches. And there are not many games like this where you basically can count on your brain and strategy to actually achieve greatness. In some other games that I play, if you spend, you basically build something that even if the enemy is sitting AFK, you cannot basically beat them. You know, even if they're not present there, you cannot beat them because counter-attack damage, the spells is going to hit that hard, and all these things together just make it impossible. But here, I think in Heroes of History Epic Empire, if you build good synergy, if you're prioritizing heroes, if you know the game mechanics, you're definitely going to succeed here and actually get the best value. Now, you may not actually rank with the top players, because most likely the top players are people with decent knowledge and also some spendings, but you can at least get decent spot in the overall picture in the rank list, getting some rewards from the arena, especially the arena. I really like the arena. You can just get so many great rewards there. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that for the people who is, you know, feeling like nothing is going, nothing is working well and so on. Just find the right heroes. Sometimes I even see myself lazy for leveling up some hero that I'm going to need. He's going to provide the right spells, he's going to do the right buffs, he's going to do the right damage, but it's like level 1 and my heroes is level 40. Even though level 40 is not a big deal, but to level up this hero is going to consume so much food and all these stuffs, you know, all these materials to level up the hero. And I start questioning everything, but yeah, the synergy, game mechanics, all this together, going to build your strategy and you're going to get the best results. And Heroes of History Epic Empire, in my opinion, is just value the consistency buyout, so you're going to get a pretty decent roster if you're everyday play. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that for the people who is feeling like nothing is going well. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit one like, also subscribe to my channel if you're new here. Become a member if you want to support my work and my channel. I wish you a great day and see you in the next video.